So basically what we are actually headed for today is the level of 13,000. So SGX Nifty is already showing 18 points up move in the market. Okay, so let's see if anyone is joining, and if someone has joined, then let us verify if the sound is okay. As yesterday we had some technical difficulties, so some of them mentioned that we are actually not getting any good sound on the show. So today's chart is right over here. Nifty is showing uptick as it is denoted by SGX Nifty. Indian Nifty mirrors SGX Nifty in the beginning, and afterwards takes its own turn in order for taking the market in a particular direction as of now. Okay, during the start we have to keep on refreshing so that it keeps updating the live charts in the beginning. So let's see how Nifty is going to perform in today's session. And for everyone who is here, do let me know how is the audio, and if the audio is audible, and how do you see that the audio is. Currently SGX Nifty is 18 points higher. So 18 points is where SGX Nifty is currently, and SGX Nifty may show that Indian markets will be heading towards 13,000 because it's at the level of 13,062. And now today we may see that market is headed higher in today's session. So SGX Nifty is showing, and it is denoting that SGX Nifty will denote that Indian markets are headed higher. Look at the profit booking yesterday. It was hideous. It was super huge. And yesterday it went all the way till the level of 12,790 levels and came all the way up and closed around the level of 12,987 levels. So look at the profit. Look at the level where it took support. So where is the support level? It was somewhere around 12,984 levels. 874 levels where it took profit in yesterday's session. So it took support in yesterday's session. It had a good day in yesterday's session. It went all the way down. However, yesterday I had told you there may be a good way that market will bounce back to 13,000 provided that 12,950 levels or 12,900 is scaled and closes about 12,950 levels. Yesterday so happened 12,874. It was the EMA of 10-day moving average is a huge support, as I had already told you. 12,874 it was yesterday, and that was a huge support for the market. The market reversed from there. It went all the way down. However, it recovered and it went all the way higher, and it is now currently around the level of 12,987. Let us see where is the Indian markets headed as of now. In the pre-open session is currently mild, because 18 points up move on SGX Nifty denotes that SGX Nifty is showing a positive move. However, it quite seems like the market may be actually taking a bit of a rest in today's session, because 13,000 itself may be a huge resistance for the market. Though 13,000 is scaled in the pre-open itself, probably 13,000 may act as a resistance, as it happened in yesterday's session also. See, the support was taken down. However, support still played the role. It reversed the negatives and it went positive from the level of support, that is around 12,874, as it was in yesterday's session. EMA of 10-day moving average was somewhere around 12,874 in yesterday's session. So the support still played the role. Okay, so that you have to understand. And uh, for everyone who has joined over here, please let me know how is the audio. Yesterday we had some technical difficulties with respect to audio, so please let me know if audio is good enough. Is my voice reaching you? How is the audio? So do let me know about it so that we can verify if you need any adjustments. Accordingly I can increase my audio or do anything to get things going up. Okay, so how is the audio, and what do you think about the audio? You can put it in the chat. Okay, so that way I can actually interact with you as well. All right, having said that, let's move on. If you have any issues, technical difficulties with respect to audio or the video, please do let me know. Okay, so I see that Chandra is mentioning, yes, it is fine. Uh, and let me just continue. Okay, Farid is saying all good. Okay, good. So as of now, let's verify how the technical charts is actually panning. Where are the supports and resistances for today's session? Okay, so today probably it is about 20 to 25 points up in the pre-open session, as the pre-open session is denoting. Pre-open session seems to be somewhere around 13,003 to 13,015 levels. That is what the pre-open is denoting. It should close in probably 1 minute or so. In 1 minute or so, we will get to know where it is actually closing. Somewhere around the levels of 13,000 and above is where we will be seeing the pre-open closing in today's session. So that's what is the denotion as per SGX Nifty, right? So as of now, it is somewhere around 13,012, and the market, the pre-open session is about to close within 9:07 a.m. So it is currently, I think it has closed. It is, yes, it has stabilized at 13,012. So 13,000, which is a huge resistance for the market as per the psychological resistance levels, has been crossed. However, it still will be a resistance, because usually what happens is, at these highest levels that Nifty has attained, it's quite possible that the market may actually fall from here, because whoever has pumped in the money has to take the profits home, right? So at those points, they have to understand that everyone has to understand that we are headed for a huge gains from here. However, it is quite possible that people have to take money out of the market in order to stay in the market, right? People invest in the stock market to make money. So at that point of time, what happens is, market actually drops, and that is what happened in yesterday's session as well. In yesterday's session, it went all the way lower till 12,790 levels. Guys, yesterday, if you have noticed the video, you might understand that in yesterday's session I had mentioned that the level of 12,784 levels is a very strong support for the market. See, exactly around those levels, 12,790 is where the market actually came down to. 12,784 was a very strong support for the market, as I had told you in yesterday's session. Somewhere around that exact levels, 12,790 is the lows it has made. And I had also told you that there is one more support for the market around 12,665 levels. That is because of Fibonacci retracement. I will be drawing Fibonacci retracement from the lows to the highs. What is the lows? Lows is the level of 11,538 levels to the highest the market has actually gone up to. So the market has gone up to level 13,134 levels, and the lowest in the recent past is 11,538 levels. So 61.8 happens to be somewhere around 11,524 levels. However, till date, day before yesterday, it made a new high. However, the recent past, the highest the market had gone up to is 13,043 levels. So that's the level where the market, 13,063 levels is the highest the market had went up to, and it had closed over there. If we actually take that level, then the market seems to have a good support somewhere around the level of 12,740 levels. And if we actually take the highest, then the support for the market is somewhere around 12,784 and 12,318 levels. Look at the exact level of 78.6 level in the Fibonacci retracement. I have done nothing but chart the Fibonacci retracement. Look at the Fibonacci retracement, 11,538 levels to 13,135, I think is the level I have actually drawn. Okay, 34. Look at the exact levels where the market had a support. The exact level is 12,792 levels. Market went all the way to 12,790 and closed over there. It took huge support over there and bounced back to the level of 12,987 levels. See how much technical analysis can be accurate. You can just see over here itself, I'm doing nothing other than plotting the charts. Okay, technical analysis is so accurate. Technical analysis is the way of predicting the market by the trends whatever has happened according to the previous past, right? So according to technical analysis, we actually look at the predictability of the market. So yesterday I drew a Fibonacci retracement, and I told you somewhere around 12,792 levels we have a huge support for the market. And yesterday market took a huge support at 12,790.4 and went all the way higher to 12,987 levels, almost 200 points from the level where I mentioned that there is a huge support for the market. See, this itself may have made almost about 10,000 rupees or so in yesterday's session itself, just by following the support and resistance of the market. So having said that, yesterday I had also mentioned that 13,000 will act as a huge resistance for the market. Let us see where the actual market went up to. It went higher to 13,018 and bounced lower to the level of 12,987 in order to close. See, the market has supports and resistances. What is a resistance? Resistance, think of it as a roof of your home. If you have to go up to that particular level, then your head will hit over there. If you drill a hole over there in that particular level of roof, if you drill a hole over there, you still have to push a very tight push through that in order for you to go upwards, right? So that is the resistance. Once the resistance is barred by pushing it very hardly, then you can stand up above that roof. That becomes a support for you. That is the way support and resistance is, right? Support is your floor. If you fall down from the resistance, you will hit the floor. So you will not be gravitating, you will not be having a zero gravity. You will have to find a support in order for you to stop, and that is you are not in the space in order to stand right over there in the middle, right? If there is a resistance hit, there is a support which is required in order for the market to recoup in the session as well. Okay, so let's verify how we are actually headed towards the market in today's session. Okay, so as of now, the market seems to be starting, and it is taking good support around the levels of 13,000 and trying to hold up in 13,000 itself. See, the huge high spike went all the way down to 13,000 itself and trying to hold the level of 13,000 in today's session, and the market is trying to hold on. Okay, as of now, yesterday there was a Nifty futures expiry. I had very clearly told you that market may see huge spike or huge downs in last 2 days. So it happened in last two in day before yesterday's session. We had a huge tumble down, almost about 300 points down from the highest, that is 13,143 levels, till the level of 13,000 sorry 12,000 and 12,858 levels is where the market actually went up to. See, the people who have booked the profits are showing that we are in control. Okay, so now the bears are in control. In the first 15 minutes, we happen to be seeing that profit booking happens to be taking place, right? So as we saw to 13,000, I had told you in the pre-open itself, 13,000 may have been crossed. However, 13,000 still acts as a resistance. That's what happened. See, as of now, technical analysis only talks about the predictability of the market, what has happened in the past. Okay, that is exactly what we are actually looking at. Now the market actually went all the way down. The yesterday's close, that is 12,987, is acting as huge support for the market in Nifty today, and it is holding up as of now. However, it is not true that the support, when it is tapped many times, if you hit the floor many times right over there with a hammer, what happens? The floor gets eroded as well, and you will fall below the floor as well. The floor also will give up its support, right? So that's what happens. If the support is hit multiple times, then the level itself drops and the support also gives up, and you will be seeing more of a downturn if the supports give up. That's what happens when the support is hit multiple times. When a resistance is hit multiple times, what happens? The resistance also does not have enough resistance to give resistance, and it gives up. And when the resistance is broken, you will have huge ups, because many people who will have the buys after the resistance, their buys will get triggered and the market will spike hugely. Okay, now the 13,000 has to be barred very neatly and with a big momentum in the market. Let's see where the markets is headed from here, right? So previously I had mentioned that 13,000 and above is where we will be heading towards. So how did I do that? I did that with the Fibonacci expansions. So that's very easy. So Fibonacci expansion means that I had drawn a Fibonacci level. Okay, 12,983 levels is where it was currently. So around that levels, the highest the market had gone up to was 12,983 levels, right? So at that point of time, what I mentioned was, if we actually make a move of Fibonacci retracement from the level of 12,430 to the 100% level, what is the level we will get? That was somewhere around 13,510. If the market has to head higher and you have to keep a profit level, then 13,510 is the place. Just leave that 10 points and keep the profit level at 13,000. That's where the market is headed as of now. Let us see where the Nifty is actually heading up to. See, the 13,000 level is crossed with a big momentum candle. So this is called as momentum candle. Momentum candle means that it is showing good momentum in the market. It is moving higher or lower with a big momentum. Okay, so momentum means that there is a good amount of flow of money. Okay, momentum means that there is a push, pumping of money by some big people who actually can drive the market higher about 10 points or so. So that's the momentum. Now we see that market is headed above 13,000. I had told you in the first 15 minutes the bears will try to push the market downer. However, supports seem to be working, and supports will push the market higher from there. So support is a place where people who had not been able to invest in the market come up to the market and invest at that particular level. That is called as support. Resistance is the place where people who thought that market may head down from here onwards, and it is the highest level, and there will be many people who are ready to stake a profit at that point of time or sell at that point of time. That is called as resistance. Okay, so as of now, the level of 13,000 and 43 to 13,143 levels seem to be the level of resistance for the market. So those are the levels. We also have to look at 13,026. When the market was headed to 13,143, multiple times 13,026 was hit and afterwards back down. And 13,063 was one more level we have to watch out for, where the market actually tumbled and came down multiple times. So those are called as double tops or triple tops. So there was a triple top formed at around 13,063 in day before yesterday's session, I suppose. And at that point, we may be seeing some resistance for the market. If 13,026 is barred, then the level of 13,063 is where the Nifty is headed up to in today's session. So that's the reading as of now for the market. Let us see where are the supports and resistance for the market. Support for Nifty is somewhere around those levels of, just a minute, let's draw the supports and resistances. So the support over here is at the level of 12,915 levels, and another support is at the level of 10-day moving average at 12,877 is a huge support for the market. Don't forget that there is a huge support at 12,877. Though that support is barred, it still acts as support. Okay, so that's how it is. So let's verify where the support is. Over here, 12,858, exact level where the market actually closed. See, I'm actually doing nothing other than drawing the support lines, and a 12,858 acted as a support over here also. It took a support exactly over here also, and it actually headed higher from here, from 12,858 levels. So more supports we have to draw, if at all, is at the level of 78.6 in the Fibonacci retracement, and at the level of Fibonacci retracement where we have 12,672 levels. Yesterday it was somewhere around 12,665 levels. So I had mentioned that 12,665 to 12,672 is a huge support for the market as of now, right? So having said that, there are more supports in the market than resistances as of now. Resistances, as I already told you, 13,026 is a strong resistance for the market because there was a double top, and 13,063 was a triple top in day before yesterday's session. So triple top means that the market is actually taking a huge hit at that particular resistance level, and it is seeing that the market is going down from those levels continuously. So double tops and triple tops means that there is a huge resistance at that point of time. See, the level of 13,026 is trying to be barred. However, that particular level is currently not being able to be taken out. See, this is level of 13,026. See how many times it tried to move upwards. See, exact level of 30,026 levels is trying to be taken down. However, we are having this. We had a resistance here also. We had a resistance here also. Now again, the market giving up all the way down. The profits are all the way given up from the level of resistance, that is around 13,026 levels. So until unless market actually crosses, that is Nifty actually crosses 13,026 levels, we will not be seeing multiple highs in the market. So the profit currently is being booked, and people are actually taking it slow as well, because today is the first day of Nifty futures for December, right? So the December futures has started today. So people are also not in a great mood to invest as of now, and usually around the level of December the market will actually fall, because people will be booking profits and taking the money home during the Christmas times, and they need a money in order for rejoicing. So that's the reason usually around December to February we will be having negative moves in the market, because there will be huge profit booking, and the people will be taking out the money from the market, whoever has invested, the FDIs, the DIIs, and all those people. Okay, so that being said, the Nifty is trying to head towards 13,000, and the level of 12,990 levels is acting as support as well. Yesterday's close, that is 12,987, is acting as huge support, and that is where we are actually headed up to in the current session. It is currently somewhere around 12,997, trying to cross 13,000. However, 13,000 is acting as a resistance, and not very easy in order for it to cross the 13,000 mark in order for it to move higher. See, 13,000 is barred. However, it is still hovering around those levels itself. The 13,000 mark itself is a huge resistance, not just psychologically but also technically, because we have verified that the level of 13,000 itself is one of the Fibonacci retracement levels in the market. Okay, so let us see where SGX Nifty is currently at. So SGX Nifty is somewhere around 8 points up in the session. So seems like the SGX Nifty is denoting that we will be heading towards 13,050 in today's session. So that's where the SGX Nifty is denoting that Indian markets is headed up to. So we have into the supports and resistance. Let us now take the questions of my students and whoever has any questions. So I will be taking questions. If you have any questions, please do let me know about it. And let's see how the questions are, and we'll take it up as of now. Okay, guys, so please let me know if you have any questions. I will be more than happy to help you out. So let us see where the first question is headed up from the Facebook is where we are usually getting the questions. Okay, so anyone on YouTube, if you have any questions as such, please do let me know as well. Okay, the first question is with respect to Sri Ram Transport. So I'll look at the futures chart usually, because that is where people will be able to invest. Sri Ram, okay, how do you want it? Sri Ram Transport is where the first question is at. So my student has bought it at 863 levels on Shriram Transport. So currently it is somewhere around 1060. So 1060 is where the current market is at. Shriram Transport is somewhere around 1060 on the futures charts. Yes, it is quite good enough. It is mimicking Nifty. When the Nifty is falling, Shriram Transport is also falling. So quite the same chart like Nifty itself. So let's see where the 3-day charts are headed. Okay, so we are getting multiple questions with respect to the Nifty. Oh, yes, Rupesh Kumar Shalgar. Yes, I still do run the courses. Probably in December second week, I'll have one more course for Nifty intraday, Nifty options intraday trading. I will let you know about it. I'm planning about that. Okay, so the 3-day charts for Shriram Transport Finance is right over here, and let's see where it is actually headed up to. Okay, first let's zoom out completely and see it is. So by just looking at it, what do you feel? Is it in a negative boundary, or is it in a positive boundary? How do you feel it by just looking at it? I am just trying to teach you technical analysis. If you actually don't know, by just looking at it, is it going upwards or going downwards? So just trying to teach you technical analysis as well. I have started this live session to help you out with respect to technical analysis itself. Okay, technical analysis is where you can make the profits on a daily basis, and technical analysis is about 80% of the times accurate. Okay, so sometimes, yes, the technical analysis is made by the people and for the people, so it will be faulty sometimes. 20% of the times there is efficiency issues. However, 80% of the times we will have technical analysis playing out to be really good in the markets. Okay, so let me ask you this question: is it actually headed higher in Shriram Transport Finance, or is it headed downwards in the market? So do let me know how it is actually. So there are multiple answers I'm getting on Facebook that it is headed higher. Yes, it is headed higher. So I'll also teach you how to draw a trend line in today's session. Okay, so how to draw a trend line when the market is going higher, or when the stock is actually headed higher. You will have to draw the trend line by joining the multiple lows, joining the multiple lows, so that the errands does not actually come up. Okay, this is the Bollinger Band. Someone just asked me this question: why is this uh, yes, Mr. Rupesh, thanks for that. It's headed higher. Yes, it is going upwards, is what Rupesh is mentioning. Yes, it is headed higher. However, the market is always in a up and down, up and down, up and down trend. Okay, always when we have to see if it is headed higher or if it is headed lower, we have to see, is it going up and then down? Is it giving us the trend of moving higher itself? So whatever it headed higher over here is not the same as it is heading higher over here. It is heading higher itself. However, it is giving a lower high and lower low for the markets. Okay, so lower high and lower low means that the market is trending upwards. However, it is giving up its sub profits in the sessions as well. So you have to understand that. Okay, so I'll teach you how to draw the trend line in today's session. Yes, I am taking the courses. I'll let you know about it when I'll be holding the course. That's completely with respect to options. So how you can, that's completely with respect to intraday as well. So people who are interested in the intraday options trading, just by buying the options, that those are the ones who will be benefiting from the live session. Okay, so that would be a, a 5-day course. I will be taking it 2 hours on a daily basis. The Nifty intraday trading course. Okay, so this is the chart. So how you will draw the trend line? The market is actually going upwards. I tend to say market, however, I am actually referring to the stock over here, that is Shriram Transport Finance. As of now, this is a question with respect to Shriram Transport Finance. If he bought it at 863, and it is currently at 1050 levels in Shriram Transport Finance, and now wants to know where it is headed, and if he has to hold on to this particular futures of Shriram Transport Finance. I don't know if it is futures or if it is the equity which he is holding. So, however, I will just take the question with respect to futures, because I usually do the analysis on futures. Okay, so that being said, if you have to draw, okay, what is this red line? The red line is the band. Those are a bit technical for you guys. Don't worry about that. However, if you don't want that Bollinger Band, and if it is kind of disturbing you, I'll remove those Bollinger Bands, so that you will not get bogged down too much of technical analysis on a daily basis, right? So technical analysis, let's keep it simple, and KISS, follow this in the beginning. Keep it simple, silly. So KISS rule. So as of now, let's see how to draw a technical analysis, a trend line. You have to draw multiple levels of lows. The trend line should not be having multiple errands on a downside. Look at this. It went down. It tried to move above. It had a good resistance at this level. However, once trend line is barred, it kept on hold that. So this is the trend line we have to draw in such a way. After if we actually take that to the next level, let's see where it is actually headed up to. See how the trend line actually works. Is a trend line actually is a continuation of the trend, if it is higher or if it is lower. Once the trend line is taken down, it is remaining below the trend line. However, it is actually going down from there onwards. Okay, that's how the trend line actually works. So trend line is a notion of markets, if it is going higher or if it is going lower. Okay, when you are drawing a trend line for an upcoming chart, I mean a positive chart, when the market is going higher, then drawing the lows. You will be joining the lows wherever market is headed. There should not be multiple trends. Yes, it acted as support over here. However, it came a bit downer from here, because support is not a support exact level. Support is a zone, because everyone has a hand and everyone does not have a software in order for trading. Okay, there are multiple people who follow the technical analysis. However, they will be trading by hands, not with software, to have the exact support level. See that 12,000, probably I'll just take an example. 12,050 is support. So if they see that if it comes down to 12,050, they will be ready to take the stock, buy the stock at that point of time. If it comes down to 12,048 within that time, they will still buy the stock, because everyone trades by hands. about 89% of Indian market trading happens with hand, okay, not with softwares. However, with respect to US markets, I have traded almost about 6 or 7 years in US markets itself. US markets, about 87% of the trading happens by software, that is by the robots, and only about 13% of the trading happens by hand. That's how the US markets are. So the sharp ups and sharp declines are huge in the US markets. Happy that you are in India, and be happy that you are in India and you are getting a good level. The sharp declines is not a problem with respect to Indian markets. So this is how you draw a trend line. You have to draw by joining the multiple lows of the trend, that is on the downside. If the market is headed higher, if you see that the market is headed lower or a particular stock is headed lower, you will be joining the multiple highs of the particular stock or the index itself. So by not having multiple errands go above the particular trend line, if there is multiple trends, that is multiple levels of candles going higher, if you draw a trend line like this, then there is no use at all, right? So if you draw something like this, there is multiple times it is going lower from here, going here, going here, going here. So then the trend itself loses its significance. Okay, trend line is drawn in order for taking the markets to the next level. Okay, so you have to understand this. So this level is where the market is actually heading up to. Okay, so this is the level. When it has crossed, then the market went all the way really high from here onwards. Look at this. After heading higher from this particular trend line, the negative trend line, then it went all the way high from the levels of 12 100 1020 to the level of 1064. It went all the way higher. Okay, so you have to understand how much trend line is working with respect to technical analysis. Okay, so trends are the best friends of technical analysis people. Okay, so you have to trade in the market, then trends are your best friends. So now Nifty is headed lower. Okay, so up to question with respect to holding it 900 and 863 to 1050. Yes, it is on a continuous up move. So let's draw a trend line over here. What happened? Let's draw a trend line and see how the market is headed for Shriram Transport Finance. Shriram Transport Finance is doing pretty good as of now. On a daily basis, it is kind of heading higher. So it is a good stock and you can hold up to it. And let's see the 6 months reading on Shriram Transport Finance. SR Shriram. Okay, just on SR Shriram Transport Finance. Yes. So Shriram Transport Finance, let's look at the 6 months charts as well and give a reading. So as of now, in a monthly chart, it is very good. And in 6 months, let's verify how the market is. And if this has come up, whichever is faster. So 6 months, it is headed really high from here. So it's a very good stock. Oh, somewhere around here is when you have bought it, somewhere 870 levels. Great, great. So this is a good level where you have bought it, and let's see where to place your profits. Okay, how to book your profits at some point, buddy. So let's see where it is actually headed up to, and let's draw a Fibonacci retracement and see where it is headed. Okay, so from 929 till 1090. So let's do a calculation and let's verify where the stock is headed up to, where you can book the profits, and let's see. So it is kind of headed up to 1251 levels. By taking the Fibonacci expansions, we see the profit levels where you can book it at 12,051. So that level is the place where you have to book the profits. Since you have a good profit level from 863, keep a very tight stop loss at 879 levels. If sorry, not 879, around 929 levels. If 929 is barred, then close the position and book the profits. Okay, when 929 is barred on the lower side, because 969 is acting as a huge support in Shriram Transport Finance, so don't lose your profits. When it bars 929, then it is time for you to take profits in Shriram Transport Finance. Don't wait for the market to come, the stock to come more lower, because it is headed towards 1251. If the 1251 level is not going up to, then book your profits around the levels of 929 and lower. If it heads below 929, book your profits and get out of Shriram Transport Finance. Okay, so don't actually keep looking at just the profits. You have to keep your profits intact as well. From 863, you have made quite some good profit. However, don't lose more of your profit. 929 is the stop loss, strict stop loss, where you have to sell the stock and book your profits. That's where it is. Okay, so you can wait for 1251, or you can book the profits by keeping a stop loss at 929 levels. Okay, so let's see, do we have any questions? Okay, let's see if we have any questions. I This condition whether will buy put of 13,000. Okay, so Selvaraj is asking this question. I suppose what you are trying to ask is, at this point of time, can I buy 13,000 put, is what you are asking. However, I will not give you the exact answer, because I really don't want you to feel that I am giving you tips. Okay, I only give the technical analysis. Whatever you do is according to your you know your thought process. Okay, I'll give you the reading where Nifty is currently headed, and you can take it accordingly. Okay, I'll not give you a yes or no answer. I will give you the technical analysis reading of Nifty futures. Okay, Nifty options is always based on Nifty futures. So let's see how it is headed as of now. Nifty, is it headed higher, or if Nifty is headed lower? Okay, so according to 1 month's chart, I have to say that Nifty is continually headed higher. Okay, according to 1 day chart, I have to say Nifty is headed lower in today's session rather than moving higher. Okay, so the 13,000 mark, see, I have mentioned today 13,026 is a very strong resistance for the market. So 13,026, it crossed, however, it could not sustain it. And from those levels, it came all the way down. Now it is around 12,962 levels. So I have already drawn the profits and the resistances for you. And 12,958 levels is a huge support for the market, because it is one of the days closing. So 12,958 is acting as huge support for the market. Now let's see if the market actually holds support and moves higher from here. If that level of support, that is 12,958, is barred, then 12,870 levels is quite possible in today's session itself. Let's see where Nifty futures is currently headed up to. So the trend line shows that the market is headed lower basis in today's session. And let's check the MAC. If we can get the MACD, then nothing like it. Let's check that out. Okay, so MACD is not coming up yet. How we'll verify that? uh, Probably after 10 I can get MACD. As of now, the Nifty is currently headed lower. However, we have a huge support at 12,958 levels. Only 12,958 is completely given up, then we will see that market is actually heading on a lower basis. So as of now, seems like the market is taking a good support at 12,958. And look at this, a huge candle is actually getting up, and it is a candle up 12,984. See how much actually make the waves is this much. See, I told you 1958 is a very strong support. In just one candle, 12,958 till 1978 to 87 levels, it crossed within just one, that is 1 minute. Okay, guys, you have to understand how much huge the supports can be, how huge the supports can be. Within just two candles, even almost 13,000 is getting barred from 12,958 levels, almost 50 points higher in just 2 minutes. Okay, that much you can see that supports giving us support level for the market. So Selvaraj, probably you can now understand that huge support at 12,958 is already giving a huge support for the market. If you have to buy a put or not at this point of time, it is up to you. However, we are actually giving technical analysis readings rather than giving you the tips. I am not a tips company. I am a technical analysis guy. I will give you the reading. If you have to buy it or sell it, it is up to you. Okay, accordingly, now it is trying to bar the 13,000 level. 13,000 itself is a huge resistance. 13,026 is a huge resistance for the market. If 13,000 and higher is headed, then, and if it closes about 13,000 in today's session, then only the markets will be actually having a good move upwards above 13,000. If it is not crossing 13,000 in today's session, then probably market is kind of headed on lower note. Okay, or it may be consolidating over. Okay, let's see the 3-day charts in Nifty futures, and let us see how it is actually panning out. Because on daily basis I look at the charts. However, the last 3 days I will not have a clear idea about from where the market has headed and the where it actually closed, right? So for 2 days or so, I may remember the market closed at 12,987. Day before yesterday, it closed at level of 12,857 levels. So those are the levels where it sees the market showing the supports. So the close itself acts as support levels. Okay, you have to understand that as well. So I think it did not load Nifty. Let us see a Nifty where it is headed. in the 6 months chart, and accordingly I will be telling you if the support resistance is good in Nifty, or you have to buy into put, or you have to buy into the call as of now. Just saying thanks, I understood. Okay, I'm more than glad that I could help you out in figuring out or making your decision. I am only a technical analysis guy, and I'm not giving you tips over here, right? Okay, so having said this, we had a drastic downturn the markets, and now it above the trend line for now. If it is above 12,950 30 25, it is above the trend line as of now. So the trend line shows that it is a good support, and it will head a bit higher from here onwards. Okay, so I think my trend line is not up to the mark. It is giving some ups over here, so let me draw the trend line exactly correctly, and let's see how the market is actually headed up to. Okay, so now, okay, so the trend line, oh, all right, so the resistance is good at this particular point of time at 12,950. So 12,950, as I already told, 12,950 is a good support. 12,950 also is a good support according to the trend line. Okay, 1,925 also is a support for the market. There are huge supports for the market as of now, and if those supports are only, then we may see some profit booking in the session, or we may see a blast in the market above 13,000 levels as of now. Okay, the small down moves probably may just be taken down in one or two candles itself. As I already told, from 12,958 levels, it came all the way to 13,026 levels, almost about 60 or 70 points higher in just 2 minutes. Okay, so those are the level of profits you, I mean, supports you have to look into, where people will be pumping in money. So that being said, I will be taking a leave for today's session. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow have a holiday, so I would say happy weekend, and please you know take technical analysis decisions, or please take good decision when you are actually buying into a market. Take the right decisions by understanding what is actually happening at the market. Okay, just don't buy into the market because market is headed to 13,000. It has hit all-time high. Now I have to buy the market. If that is the way, then you will not find the profits. Okay, you have to buy when Warren Buffett, who is the richest person in the world, says that buy when everyone is panicking, sell when everyone is in the euphoria. Okay, always take the decisions according to the technical analysis, the fundamental analysis. I don't say that fundamental analysis is lower, technical analysis is higher. I know technical analysis, that's the reason I am saying take the speed decisions. Okay, don't take the decisions according to your instincts. Instincts always fail. Okay, tell you this, instincts always fail, only the studies pass. Okay, always understand this and take the decisions in the market. So having said that, I will buy for today. That's Friday, the 27th November 2020, and I will say happy trading and happy money making, and take good care of you, and take well studied decisions when you are actually investing in the markets. Okay, so I would say goodbye for happy trading and happy money making.